What is up, Hardcore Nation? It's Hardcore Christopher here, and if you have been a part of this channel for any amount of time, you will know that I used to do tier lists. Those kind of went by the wayside because, well, the tier list app I was using kept on crashing, and it got completely frustrating, so I just decided to throw it away. Well, now I'm going to bring them back, but for one time and one time. Well, not for one time and one time only, but for one day out of the week. That's going to be Sunday. Yes, Sunday has gone from Serious Sunday to 3-Shot Sunday to now Tier List Sunday. Now, Tier List Sunday will be a premise where I take items, or in this case, video games, where I put them in a tier list and see how they stack up. Now, I will only be doing these once a week because a tier list, if I did them all the time, I'd get burned out on them, and I'd get burned out on them very quickly. So, right now, let's take a look at the tiers. We have Go Back. Go Back are the ones that, now the ones that would go into this column would be the ones that I would continually go back to. Good is, well, good. Meh is, there was nothing special about them. Middle of the road is, they're not good, but they're not bad. Okay is, they're not good necessarily, but they're not bad either. They're just okay. And then trash are the ones that I would pick up, look at, play them, then immediately regret everything that I've done. So let's get started with Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is a definitely... Where? Wait, what? Where'd it go? Hold on. Create. Hold on, have to do this all over again. So we have that, 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 that. That, 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 that. Okay. Sorry about that. Now I have to edit these again. This should be fun. Okay. Change name. S. Go back. A is good. B is... not nah. Meh. C. Middle. of the road. Okay. And trash. Okay. Now I'm done. With that, at least. So, okay. Let's start off with Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, that's what you were supposed to do, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is a definitely go-back game for me. I had a lot of fun playing it, even if I didn't... I'm going to completely expose myself here, but even though I didn't complete the game, I got to the final boss, that being Dr. Octavian, and he completely wrecked me to the point where I didn't go back to try and beat him. I got frustrated. Very much so. Okay, now let's actually go in order this time. We have Dragon Ball Z. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. No, you're not okay. You're not okay. I said you're not okay. Okay. So, here's the thing. Dragon Ball Z. As you could see from all the tapping, I do have several Dragon Ball Z video games on here. Don't know why I downloaded the HD collection, because here's the thing, I was going to include it in the tier list, but it's just a collection. It's just Budokai and Budokai 3. And I've actually played all 3 of the Budokai trilogy, but I will get to Budokai 2 when I get to it. I didn't really spend all that time with Budokai 3. That's the only reason why I'm not including it. But Dragon Ball Z... That. Yes, I've played this numerous times, especially when I was younger, because it was Dragon Ball Z. And I love me some Dragon Ball Z. Also loved... I also loved me some Pokemon back in the day too, but Pokemon was already a card game. A complicated card game at that, but yeah, so let's talk about this. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I don't know who thought it would be a good idea to take Dragon Ball Z, an action-packed anime, and turn it into a card game / board game. Okay, garbage. The animations were good though. Even if choosing to take on a higher level opponent than you really sucked, because you would only do chip damage and they would kill you on one hit. I learned that the hard way. I was able to beat Vegeta with Gohan on Namek though. Let's move on. Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. I went back to it a lot, so I'm tempted to put it and go back. But looking at it in hindsight, it was just no. Naruto, man, you have never had an issue. Okay, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 is a good game. I think all the Ninja Storms are good, but I think 3. I don't think 3. 3 is definitely better than Generations. Generations I just put as okay, because even though Generations was okay, it got bored after a while. Even though they did use anime cutscenes, which I thought about trying to do a Generations playthrough, but I would have had to teach myself how to edit, which honestly I don't know how to do to save my life. Because here's the thing. Copyright is just such an agonizing thing. And when you use anime clips, guess what? Toei will strike it immediately, basically. Let's move on. Dynasty Warriors 8. I am currently playing Empires, and this is a definite go back for me. Hello? Where'd you go? Okay, you went all the way back here. It's a go back for me because I love the hack and slash. I mean, I do play it on beginner, but that is because of one reason. I like the easiest difficulty. Okay. Let's continue on. Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires. Meh. At the end of the day, Dynasty Warriors 5, it was good. I think it was even the last game to receive an English dub. But I didn't have fun with this one. I didn't. It got boring. It got very, very boring very, very quickly. Okay. Samurai Warriors 2 Empires. The game that actually introduced me to the Empires franchise. It's good. I had to get used to the controls and had to get used to what I was doing. I actually died a lot before I knew what I was doing. So that was a good sign right off the bat. Okay. TNA Impact, cross the line. Trash. Look, I understand a lot of people like TNA Impact. Well, liked TNA Impact. They're just now known as Impact. Impact Wrestling. But both of their games, TNA and TNA Cross the Line, can go into the garbage can. because I played it. I played TNA Impact, and all of their roster was either out of the company or just not there. Also, everyone played the same. And there weren't, like, the only unique moves was their finishers, which was a pain to get to. Ultimate X, good on paper, not all that good. I think Midway should have just stuck to Mortal Kombat. Okay, WrestleMania 18. I am including this in middle of the road because, yes, while it was the very first wrestling game for the Nintendo GameCube, it shows, and it shows tremendously. But there was no story to be had. Basically, here's what I liked to do. I liked turning off everything you could have done to achieve victory and just beat the snot out of people. That's what I did. Okay. And the reason why I'm including the reason why I'm including WrestleMania 18 instead of WrestleMania 19 is because I never had the privilege to play WrestleMania 19, even though I distinctly remember I distinctly remember going to GameStop and getting the WrestleMania 19 case. Only problem, there was no WrestleMania 19 disc. It was all WrestleMania 18. The disc was WrestleMania 18, so there's that. WWE Day of Reckoning. I had so much fun with this. It's definitely a go back, but unfortunately I don't own it anymore. Same thing. You see, WrestleMania 18 had no story. Day of Reckoning's story was good. The only thing I really didn't like about the story was my opponents, because they would beat me and beat me down good. I remember getting to, let's see, you chose SmackDown, you went with the new ministry, which was, I want to say, Haas, Rhino, and Taker. And if you chose Raw, you were adopted into the Evolution stable. So I remember getting to WrestleMania and absolutely not being able to get past Triple H. Like, at all. But that was on me. I was young, didn't do anything to my character, And so it was me who ended up getting my butt handed to me on a silver platter. Okay, Kung Fu Panda. I actually had Kung Fu Panda and the Lego Indiana Jones, but I'm focusing on Kung Fu Panda because it's the one I played the most. It was okay for being a movie tie-in game. There was a lot of quick time events. I mean, that's all I can say. It was okay for a movie tie-in game. There was a lot of filler in it, but that's movie tie-ins for you. Ultimate Tenkaichi. What I thought would be a go back, or a good, or a meh, or a middle of the road, or an okay. It's neither one of it. It's neither one of those five. I'm putting this in trash. Look. Ultimate Tenkaichi did get better as the other games came out. But the first Ultimate Tenkaichi, it wasn't good. It wasn't good by any means. I distinctly remember playing Hero Mode for the first time and getting to Omega Shinron and absolutely hating that fight. Absolutely hating it. Then about 2 weeks, I rage quit for 2 weeks. I came back and I wasn't leaving until I beat Omega Shinron. And I said, I don't expect a good ending. I expect a bad ending. And you want to know what the bad ending you want to know what the ending to Hero Mode was? Oh yeah, you could create your own Saiyan in a limited capacity, but you could create your own Saiyan. You could give your Saiyan a scouter. You could train your Saiyan with Piccolo, Yamcha. Why would you pick Yamcha for anything? Tien, Goku. It all sounds good until you get to Omega Shinron, and then you figure out that you might as well just be. Here's the thing. Before you even begin the fight with Omega Shinron just goes, give me the Dragon Balls and I'll spare you. Okay. That sounds like a good idea. But here's the problem with that. The game doesn't give you an option to say, give him the Dragon Balls. Even though if you do give him the Dragon Balls, you know you've screwed the Earth. But the ending to Hero Mode is, you got all the Dragon Balls. Too bad you're gonna have to look for them all again. I'm like, well, then why do we do this? Okay, Burst Limit. Had so much fun with Burst Limit. Even though every character plays the exact same, and even though the roster isn't that big, I absolutely loved it. There were so many custom stories that I made up in my head that I was able to actually do. That I was actually able to put into the video game itself. Maybe having Cybermen all over the place and just have everybody, hero and villain alike, have to defeat multiple Cybermen, because in that game, if you defeat one Cyberman, another Cyberman pops up. And then another Cyberman pops up. And then another Cyberman pops up. I also like how yeah, I'm just going to repeat myself, aren't I? Yeah. I also like how when a character transforms, they have more health than you, so it's a challenge. Okay, Yugioh Falsebound Kingdom, bought this at GameStop, and it's garbage. Absolutely nothing. You just select your guys, select who you want to attack, and that is basically it. Budokai 2. Budokai 2 is interesting. I'm not going to put it in trash. I am going to put it in okay. No. Jacknabbit. No. There we go. Don't know why Budokai 2 was giving me such a fit, but Budokai 2. This game has its good moments and has its bad moments. The bad moments come during Dragon World when you are when you realize you're playing a board game and you have to meet up with the enemy to actually have a fight. Something about Budokai, Budokai 2 specifically, that I never understood is the pairings. The first stage is Nappa and Raditz. Problem is, Raditz showed up alone, and Nappa showed up with Vegeta. You have Ginyu and Raccoon on the second stage. Then Frieza. But the game really doesn't pick up until you get to Boo. Not fat, innocent Boo, not Super Boo, but I'm talking Kid Boo. And when I say Kid Boo, I'm talking World of Kai's Kid Boo. Because here's the problem with that. Kid Boo, there is definitely a large difficulty spike that I was able to overcome after being incredibly cheesy. I basically just looked for Onion, which gave you an extra movement. So I would literally gang up on Kid Boo, surround him with my characters, and every time that they would get done with a fight, I would go to the Mr. Popo space, which would always teleport me to the Dende space, which would give me more health, and I would do that over and over and over again, since And since Kid Boo's health didn't regenerate after the health, after the fight, like, let's say I got him down to a lot of red. So he has 1 bar of health. He'll stay at that 1 bar of health until he's defeated. Only problem with that is Kid Buu doesn't give you a moment to breathe. So I had to cheese him that way, but I beat it. I beat him. I also really like the stages. Ah, good lord. Budokai, come back here. Budokai... Budokai's not a go back. Okay. Budokai is a good game. It is very much of a... For me, at least, it was very jarring to have to do like a 5-hit combo before you could do a Kamehameha. So it's punch, 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 action, Kamehameha. The transformations, I especially like the what if storylines. Like, what if Frieza actually got his wish and became immortal? What if Vegeta actually defeated everyone? What if Cell absorbed Krillin instead of 18? I liked Budokai. I liked it more than Budokai 2. That's for sure. Driver. I remember playing Driver when I was younger. I think I played a lot of games when I was younger that I wasn't supposed to be playing. But from what I remember, it was I'm gonna say meh. It was meh. NASCAR Thunder. Looking back on it, middle of the road. And this actually comes with grown eyes now. When I was younger, I loved going in circles for like 188 laps. But now that I'm now that I'm older, I realize that I really don't like it. That's why when I got my Xbox One, I went to GameStop and I bought NASCAR Heat 5. And it didn't take me long to realize I don't like going in circles anymore. Nicktoons Unite. Complete garbage. Only good with multiplayer. Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal was very good. It was very good. So it's going in good simply because I loved this. I remember watching my stepdad play it, and he would actually let me play it. And then you get to the end of the story, all the stories, and you realize Calypso has completely screwed you over. Last and certainly not least, Grand Theft Auto 5. It's not a go back game. It's not a meh. I'm gonna put it. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna put Grand Theft Auto 5 at middle. No, not middle. I'm gonna put it in good. There's only really one gripe that I have, and that's it's impossible to shake the cops. But other than that, I really, I thoroughly enjoyed. Um, I thoroughly enjoyed Grand Theft Auto 5, especially when it came to the online mode. Even if all I did on Grand Theft Auto in Grand Theft Auto Online is die, but it was fun nonetheless. I'm Hardcore Christopher. I hope you all enjoyed, and there will be more tier lists to come. If you would like to be a member of our community, click the subscribe button, then make sure you ring the bell and click all for every time I upload a video. If you don't, it's okay, I still respect you, and at the end of the day, I'm just glad that you chose to spend a little bit of your time here with me. I'm Hardcore Christopher. Keep it hardcore, everyone.